Hi all, it's Connie. Welcome back to the shelves. Today I think I'm going to do a kind of a hodgepodge video. Miss Irene at Irene Huff's Doll Space hosts hodgepodge videos. She usually does them at the beginning of the month, and she'll say happy birthday to everyone of that month. And it's just kind of like when you have a variety of things. So it's not the beginning of the month, but I do just have a variety of things to talk about today. So in front here, I have I have two recent Tonner, well, they're not recent. They were made quite a long time ago, but they're recent to me. And they need a little cleaning up, so I thought we would do that today. And I have this box that I got from the Xian Xian doll site. So I actually ordered right from their website instead of going through AliExpress. I just found it. That hint came from March Payne, March Payne's Midlife Dolly Crisis. He had ordered a doll on their website. And so if you weren't aware, they actually have their own website, and it's much easier to find things. And so I ordered some of their clothes, which I think are really great. And I thought we could try them on one of the Integrity dolls. This is like glamorous pink poppy, I think that's who that one is. And then I also have, staying with the pink theme, our Barbie signature Perfectly Pink. So we might try some things on them today and see how far we get. So what I have for cleaning supplies, I've got some OxyClean, and then I just have water, and I have a little washcloth, like a little cotton pad. So this doll, you can see the face is a little dirty, and I did look it up online, and the original photos don't show this black on the cheeks, because I didn't know, was that supposed to be there or not. So I thought I would clean up this face a little bit, and then you can see the hair. The last time I showed this doll, I talked about how the little bands are basically rotting off. So I'm going to try to maybe gently, I don't want to take this hair out because it's, it's braided together. So I'm going to try to sort of gently clean it, maybe with the washcloth, and see if I can do that, and then see if I can replace those bands. That's what this one needs done. And then Dorothy here, she's got, some dirt on her legs. Her clothes need to be stained, so I probably will maybe spray her clothes with some OxyClean and then put them in like a lingerie bag and put them in the wash. And yeah, that's what she needs done. I don't know very much about cleaning dolls or restoring dolls. Mostly everything, looking up on the internet or watching Marna Dolls Rescued, knows a lot about restoring dolls. So now I've just got the pad and the OxyClean, and I'm looking to see if that will be enough to get that off. I guess it is coming off. Now this one, I think their clothes are okay. I don't think I'm going to wash the clothes. And then since I have these nails on, I actually cannot tie this boot string, so I'm not going to. I thought I was getting short ones, but they're still too long for me. You all know, I just don't, I have a job where I am on the computer a lot and I just can't handle life with long nails. And it just doesn't work. Okay, I think that's doing something. Let me pause here. Okay, I think we are, I got some of it off, some of it's still there, and I probably need to do maybe a Q-tip swab and a little alcohol. So we'll see, but I think that's good for now. Let's go ahead and try to take care of this hair. So here's, one of these little bands. I'm going to take those out. And what I might do, like I said, I don't want to do a full hair wash because I'm not sure I could get the hair back. But I might just do a little with my washcloth and OxyClean here. I saw Tracy at Eclectic Wandering is another one that knows a lot about restoring dolls. Oh dear. Look at that. So this big clump of hair just came out just from me rubbing it. So I might not be able to do that. This is braided like this. Oh, you can see here. I wonder if that was from there. Here's a piece of hair and maybe it just broke off from the elastic is what happened. There's a little bit of black hair that wants to get into there. So I wonder if this was braided, or it looks like maybe these pieces were just wrapping around each other. Or maybe this was a braid. Okay, let me see if I can braid it. When I look at the other pieces, they're just sort of a little poof, like a curly ponytail. Okay, so I am just working my way through here, and what I've done in the front is just clean the strands, and then I've braided them and put an elastic in, and you can see, oops, you can see the braiding there. I'm not saying it's the best job, but it's getting better, and you hear some more of the plastics just falling out. So I'm going to just continue taking those out and then take each section and kind of, wipe it with the cloth and then put another elastic in. In the pictures, these are not long, so somehow they've got them like really bundled up like this, and I don't know if they did that with product, but I think for us they're going to have to be longer pieces. All right, so no one's ever going to say that I am a hair expert for sure. But here's what we came up with. So I've sort of cleaned the strands. I've done this two sort of buns on the top, and then in the back there are two ponytails, and then this sort of braid in the middle. This is like a 4-part braid. So I think it looks okay. I really couldn't do much because even the little bit, I was very gently kind of wiping and a tiny bit of combing, with a metal comb. some hair was coming out. So I had to be very careful about that. So that is our Giggles the clown. I think they're looking a little better. Yeah, what do you think? So the other thing I thought I might do with this one is try to find the right shade of red nail polish and just get that little spot on their nose. So we might try that. I'm not going to be able to tie these boots. Okay, so then we move on to Dorothy. Like, see, here's more hair. I have hair all over my lap like a cat has been on me. Now Dorothy's sort of the opposite problem. Her hair is perfect, and then it's her, outfit that's sort of dingy. So we'll take this off. I'm gonna wipe her down and then wash her clothes. So just wanted to show you, she does have a little staining on her feet from her socks, and I wondered if that might be the case. Even though these are light colored, they've just been on so long. It's got a little bit of staining there. So it's not a big deal because I'm just going to dress her back in this outfit, and it probably just keep her in it. So she'll just always wear socks, but that's just a case for when you have dolls. I've been in the box for a long time. Oh, I also have to show you all something so weird. The stand that came with her is a stand that's like a straight stick, and you put it through here. Right? Can you see that? There's a little hole there, and you basically just impale her on the stand. I was like, I don't I don't like that. That's not a good idea. So I just got a different kind of stand, but isn't that weird? Have you ever seen a doll stand like that? Okay, so we'll wash her clothes and then get her. Here's Dorothy's things all clean and ready to fit on her. The shirt really came out a lot cleaner. All right, here she is, all dressed and fresh. Her basket's been repaired. I washed the little picnic blanket. One thing I noticed while I was dressing and undressing is she doesn't have wrist articulation, so you can't pull off her hands, which is fine. But if you get used to that, it just makes dressing so much easier. That is our Dorothy, and get out Mr. Ms. Giggles. Giggles the clown, and their hair is looking wild, but I think that was sort of the best I could do. Yeah, and I think if you look at these two together, their bodies are very similar. It might be the same body. So thanks for joining us here on the shelves, and we will see you again soon. Bye.